Good morning and welcome to another video. Today we're at Cerrig y Gleisiad in Banau Brecon, or more commonly known as the Brecon Beacons National Park. So I'm a little bit late for sunrise, but I didn't want to waste the day. Still here quite early, but I don't think I'll get to the position I'm after in time. So in this video I thought we'd focus on the benefits of using a zoom lens in landscape photography, especially to isolated subjects. Gives you a lot more freedom, believe it or not, than what you'd use than when you use a wide angle lens. And following on from last week's video, I feel that you can actually isolate the subject, and instead of having this big open vista, you can focus on 5 or 6 different parts of it and pick parts out that you enjoy. So I hope you stick with me for the rest of this video. Bear with me, we'll get there. So realistically, the benefit of having a zoom lens is I don't really have to move that far away from area. I got some brilliant views here, and the zoom lens is more than capable of capturing what I need. However, we will be exploring a little bit further. I'm not too sure whether or not to get some photos of these trees, or I was hoping the light would be a little tiny bit better. And with that was a short adventure. I've come 4 steps to my right hand side and already got a better composition. Why I didn't think of this sooner, I don't know. I'm hoping to head out towards this tree next, and also that area of the mountain is sticking out to me. So we've got a lot to play with at the moment. So currently heading out to that tree, see if you can find another composition. If you guys can see anything that I can't, please let me know. I wouldn't say I'm struggling, but definitely clutching at straws. I generally thought this light would be a lot better than what it is. So this is the next shot, guys. The tree is a brilliant focal point, but also the blue in the rocks behind it really stand out. Again, another benefit of using a zoom lens over a wide angle. Just think how much closer I'd have to get to the subject to have it in frame. Again, this is a time to just sit down and chill out, see what the light is going to do, reflect on how lucky we are to live here, and try and find another composition. Just starting to get the pink hues creeping into the sky. I predominantly use my zoom lens for landscape over my wide angle. Very rarely will I get the wide angle out, but it's always handy to have in the bag. But as I said before, with our zoom lens, you can become intimate with the subject. You can spend time on it. You can move around to try and compose it differently. There's a lot of work you can do instead of having a big open space, trying to cram everything into one photo, and I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. They like everything, they want to include it in one photo, and it's just never going to work. You spend time on our one subject, and you give it the attention it deserves and needs, and you're going to come away with a cracking photograph. So yeah, if you don't have a zoom lens, I do suggest you invest in it. Personally myself, I'm not being endorsed by anybody, but I often use MPB for second-hand equipment, and they've never failed me. Everything I've ever bought has always been absolutely cracking. So typically, as I've moved, the light has started to become brilliant. However, I'm going to stick to my guns. If the light comes back and there is worthy of a photograph, I will be running back across this mountain. But as you can see behind me, it's really starting to come through now. I'm just interested to see what's over this area. There's some nice looking boulders and some lovely looking trees, so just going to have a quick explore and see if you can find anything to shoot. Referring back to our conversation earlier about intimate scenes in the landscape, I've focused up on here. Don't know if it's going to be worth a shot, but it's what I find is attractive at the moment. Just hoping with this light, these lovely colours, we can get something hitting there. I don't know whether or not you can see them a bit too far away, but there's some absolutely gorgeous trees in this area. Taken a few photos, and this is what I was referring to earlier with the importance of light and how important it is for your photograph. It literally just paints the scene for you. So by now you're aware of what I've taken photos of. I've just moved deeper into the scene again. This will probably be one of my last stops now before heading home. I think it's been a pretty successful sunrise, to be fair. Again, a really overlooked area of the park. I wouldn't say I don't see anybody up here, but very rarely do I see anybody. Well worth a visit. Really worth a visit. It is a photographer's paradise. Not so much now where I am, as I'm walking through a bog. But in general, it's a fantastic place to visit. Today, for example, I've seen not one other person up here. And you can also see the difference in moods as well. Let me show you. The key takeaway for this video is take your zoom lens out to the landscape, focus on particular areas. There's always going to be areas you like and dislike, and spend time with them through your zoom lens. This way you'll have a deeper connection with that photograph, you can spend more time on that photograph. It'll also develop a more broad portfolio of work rather than one big photo. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video. I hope you've learned something. Just try and take your zoom lens into the landscape. Try and spend that time with that zoom lens and actually zoom in on an area, spend time with that area, frame it up nicely and compose a beautiful shot. I'd love to see what you guys have got, so tag me in your posts on Instagram. My Instagram handle is ibarrett, so just throw me a message on there. I'd love to see your photographs. And yeah, just go out and enjoy yourself. Once again, just wanted to say a big thank you. Thank you for subscribing. It's really helped in this new year. I've now got 6 subscribers, which may not seem like a lot, but I do appreciate every single one of you. So thank you again, and yeah, I look forward to next week's video.